Welcome to Smart Dollar Mindset, the channel that's dedicated to helping you achieve financial freedom through smart money habits and investing. Today we're diving into a powerful topic that could completely change your financial future: how the rich think differently about money. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to build wealth almost effortlessly while others struggle their whole lives just to make ends meet? It's not just about how much they earn. In fact, countless high-income earners still live paycheck to paycheck. The difference lies in mindset, how people think about money, how they use it, and how they let it work for them. By the end of this video, you'll see exactly how the rich approach money in ways that are fundamentally different from the average person, and more importantly, how you can adopt these principles in your own life to create long-term wealth and freedom. The first major difference in how the rich think about money is that they see it as a tool, not just something to spend. For many people, money is simply a way to buy things. It's a means to cover bills, buy clothes, pay rent, and occasionally splurge on luxuries. But the wealthy view money differently. To them, money is a resource that can create more money. They see it as fuel for investments, opportunities, and growth. Consider the story of Warren Buffett. When he was a teenager, he wasn't just saving money in a jar, he was buying stocks, reinvesting his profits, and learning how to make money grow. Instead of thinking, "How can I spend this?" he thought, "How can this dollar work for me?" That mindset shift is the foundation of wealth creation. The second difference is that the rich focus on assets instead of liabilities. Average people often put their money into things that lose value: new cars, expensive gadgets, or high-end fashion. These items may provide short-term satisfaction, but they drain wealth instead of building it. The wealthy, on the other hand, focus on acquiring assets, investments, businesses, real estate, or intellectual property. These are things that generate income and grow in value over time. For example, Robert Kiyosaki, author of Rich Dad Poor Dad, explains that his wealthy mentor taught him to always ask, "Is this purchase an asset or a liability?" That simple question can completely change the way you handle money. Instead of seeing a new car as a symbol of success, the wealthy see it as a liability that takes money out of their pocket every month. But buying a rental property that pays consistent income? That's an asset that puts money in their pocket every month and grows in value over years. Another key difference in mindset is how the rich think about time. For many people, money is earned by trading hours for dollars. You work, you get paid. If you don't work, you don't get paid. This creates a cycle where income is always tied to time, and time is a limited resource. The wealthy understand that to truly build wealth, they need to separate income from time. They do this by creating systems, investments, businesses, royalties, or passive income streams that continue to generate money whether they're actively working or not. Think about it this way: a person earning $50 an hour has to keep working to maintain that income. If they stop working, the income stops. But someone who owns an apartment building or has a portfolio of dividend-paying stocks continues to earn income whether they're working or sleeping. The wealthy see time as their most valuable asset, and they build financial systems that free up more of it. Another critical difference is how the rich view risk. Many people are afraid of losing money, so they avoid investing altogether. They keep their money in savings accounts earning almost nothing, thinking it's safe. The wealthy, however, understand that not taking risks is often the biggest risk of all. They know that inflation erodes the value of money sitting in savings, and that opportunities are missed by staying on the sidelines. This doesn't mean the wealthy gamble recklessly. Instead, they focus on calculated risks. They study, learn, and make informed decisions. They diversify their investments to manage risk and maximize opportunity. For example, Elon Musk took calculated risks by investing heavily in Tesla and SpaceX when many thought they would fail. His willingness to take on risk, paired with strategy and persistence, led to enormous rewards. Another major difference is how the rich think about debt. For many people, debt is something to be feared. It's seen as a burden that drags you down, and in many cases, that's true. Credit card debt, car loans, and payday loans can ruin financial futures. But the wealthy understand that not all debt is bad. They differentiate between bad debt and good debt. Bad debt drains your finances, while good debt can actually build wealth. For example, using debt to buy consumer goods that lose value is bad debt. But using a mortgage to buy a rental property that produces income is good debt. The rich leverage debt strategically to grow their assets and expand opportunities. This is a mindset that most people simply don't consider, because they've only experienced debt as a trap, not as a tool. The wealthy also think long-term, while many people focus only on the short term. When average people receive extra money, they often think about what they can buy right now. The wealthy think about how that money will grow over the next 5, 10, or 20 years. They understand the power of compounding, where small investments made consistently over time grow into massive amounts. Consider this: if you invest $500 a month from age 25 to 65 with an average annual return of 7%, you'll end up with over $1.2 million. That's the power of long-term thinking. Yet so many people put off investing because they want instant gratification. The rich delay gratification to create financial freedom later. Another mindset difference is how the rich see learning. Average people often stop learning once they finish school, but the wealthy never stop. They read books, attend seminars, hire mentors, and constantly expand their knowledge. They understand that financial success isn't just about what you know now, it's about continually learning and adapting. Take Bill Gates, for instance. Even as one of the richest men in the world, he reads around 50 books a year. He understands that knowledge compounds just like money. Every new skill, every new piece of information, can open doors to greater opportunities. The wealthy also think differently about failure. Most people see failure as the end, something to avoid at all costs. The rich see failure as feedback, as a necessary part of success. They know that failure teaches lessons that success cannot. Every setback is an opportunity to learn, adapt, and grow stronger. Consider Thomas Edison. When inventing the light bulb, he famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." That mindset turned repeated failures into the foundation of one of the greatest inventions of all time. The wealthy adopt this same resilience with money. If an investment doesn't work out, they learn and adjust. They don't give up or assume they're doomed. The final major difference is how the rich think about giving. While average people may think of giving as losing money, the wealthy often see it as an investment in relationships, communities, and even opportunities. Philanthropy builds trust, reputation, and goodwill. Many of the richest people in the world, from Oprah Winfrey to Warren Buffett, give millions away not just out of kindness, but because they understand that abundance grows when shared. Final thoughts: the way the rich think about money is fundamentally different from the average person. They see money as a tool, not just something to spend. They focus on assets instead of liabilities. They understand the value of time and create systems that generate income even when they're not working. They embrace calculated risks, use debt strategically, and think long-term instead of short-term. They never stop learning, they treat failure as feedback, and they give generously, knowing that abundance creates more abundance. If you want to break free from the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle and build lasting wealth, it starts with shifting your mindset. Ask yourself, am I treating money as something to spend, or as something to grow? Am I buying assets, or am I collecting liabilities? Am I thinking long-term, or am I chasing instant gratification? The truth is, anyone can begin to think like the rich. You don't need a six-figure salary to change your mindset. You need awareness, discipline, and the willingness to think differently about money. The moment you start seeing money as a tool for freedom instead of just something to spend, your entire financial future changes. Remember this: wealth isn't about luck, and it's not just about income, it's about mindset. The choices you make today with the money you have, no matter how small, will determine the financial freedom you enjoy tomorrow. Thank you for watching Smart Dollar Mindset. If you found value in this video, make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and share it with someone who needs to hear this. This channel is here to help you achieve financial independence with smart money habits and investing. Stay tuned for more content that will reshape the way you think about money and empower you to build the life you deserve.